As we bring our awareness back to the moment, getting ready for this wonderful gift you've given yourself today, reminding you, don't forget to breathe, right? The breath of life. Let's do a stretch. Let's find Dungeon Master. Interlace your fingers, pointer fingers overhead. As you inhale, pull your hands away from your head, stretching as you inhale, right? Some of you, I'm going to remind you, we used to do this, is flexing your feet and moving your heels front to back. Creo is doing it. See if you can remember. And those of you that don't, I will show you. Jill, you remember. Denise, you remember. Judy Weber, heels front to back, pushing through the heels. Very nice. See if you can. Very nice. So Paul, you would push through the heels. See if you can move them front to back. You'll have to, there you go. Almost. Keep going. Get a little more for me. Perfect. So let's go ahead and play with that. Give me about 4 more inhales as the heels rotate and you inhale and stretch out of the waist. Dungeon Master with moving feet, right? In the 14th century dungeon, you're being stretched. What have you done, Barbara, to deserve such treatment? So Barbara's first time here in this room. Am I correct? We'll dedicate the class to Barbara today, as we always dedicate the class to anybody new to this space, whether you've been doing yoga for 1 day or 50 years, still new to this space. Let's go ahead and release out. Leave your right arm over your head. Bring your left arm to the side body. Keep your legs straight. Notice how flat you are on the mat. When you're ready, walk both feet together all the way off the left side of the mat. Keep on walking the feet to the left, finding a nice lateral bend, staying flat. And then you can scoot your head, shoulders, and arm a little bit toward the feet as well, finding a nice half moon lateral bend. And the breath comes in, right? Particularly the exhale as you surrender to this lateral bend. So if you can, get a little flatter. A little bit flatter. Give me a few more breaths, please. When you're ready, go ahead and heel your way, right, or walk your way back to the center. Now you'll switch up the arms. Left arm goes overhead. Both legs walk off to the right side of the mat, finding your lateral bend on the right. So Danny's not here. Lucille's not here. Holly was going to bring Ed and somebody new. We haven't seen Julie in a while, and we haven't seen Sage. So like I say, we easily could have a tenor in the class. So exhaling your way. When you're ready, go ahead and walk yourself back to center. When you get to center, hug in both knees. You can keep your head down from now. Right? We just moved laterally. We stretched the back. We'll hug in the knees. Let's bring the knees just wide enough so you can rotate the ankles 5 or 6 times in each direction. Open and close the toes. Point the toes. Crimp the toes. There are 56 bones in the feet. And that lack of flexion. Someone told me she read or heard somewhere that as we age, there's 2 things people wish they would have taken better care of: their feet and their teeth. So I don't know what the deal is with the feet. I think the teeth are pretty obvious, but the feet, maybe it means the barefoot shoe. Who knows? Let's go ahead and leave the knees up nice and high where they are. Bring them back together. Bring the arms out like wings. Let's lower both knees over to the right side of the mat. When you get the knees down, place your right hand on that knee to anchor it. Turn your head to the left and bring in the breath. Other hand, Creo. turn your head to the left and breath comes in. So paw both legs down. Bring your right hand on the top knee. Push it down. There you go. And then the breath comes in as you breathe. Can you get your head turned a little bit more? So Judy Weber, first time on film?
No, last time he was here.
You were there?
Last Monday.
Oh, okay. So Judy says she was here once before. I just don't remember. When you're ready, bring the knees back up to center. Lower them over to the left side of the mat. Take your left hand on that top knee, turn your head to the right, and the breath comes in. So a high knee spinal twist. You can do this. We did it about 10 breaths. We could do it as a moving spinal twist. You can do it 5 breaths at a time. We ended up doing it. We'll do it twice with about 10 breaths. Good. And as you exhale, right, you're surrendering, you're releasing. And of course, when you do a twist, the diaphragm's massaging your liver, spleen, kidneys. You're strengthening your lungs because you're breathing more air into fewer lung space. Your lungs are twisted. But also when you come out of a twist, we were reading that the blood pools, fresh oxygenated blood pools and floods its way into that area, cleaning out waste products, removing them back into the bloodstream so your liver and kidneys can clean them out. When you're ready, come back to center and hug in both knees. Briefly. As you're hugging the knees, bringing the spine back to equanimity, you can be visualizing eagle arms. Eagle arms. Eagle arms. When you're ready, set your feet back down on the mat. Feet are about hip width. See if you can find eagle arms. Feet are on the mat. Everybody's got it. As you inhale, lift the butt and bring the elbows up by the nose. Arch pose with eagle arms. As you exhale, release the butt and release the elbows back down to the chest. So we're stretching out the shoulders as we continue oxygenating that wonderful body, and we're warming up the back. So as you inhale, butt comes up, elbows come up by the nose. As you exhale, butt releases, elbows release back toward the chest. Awareness can go in the lower back as well as stretching out the shoulders. Let's do about 2 more. And then what's going to be next, Linda?
Reverse your hands.
Linda says reverse hands, reverse eagle arms, and continue doing arch pose. I guess that's what we're going to be doing. When you're ready, continue. And let's do about 5 or 6 more arch pose with eagle arms. Good job. Well, let's do 1 more. Whenever you're ready, releasing out. Let's hug in your knees 1 more time. This time, though, lift your head and shoulders up off the mat. Bring 1 hand on each knee. Spread the legs out nice and wide. Feet should be as wide as the legs. Spread all 10 toes and bring in the breath. As you exhale, and try to surrender here, releasing, relaxing. And we've already stretched the armpits. We're grabbing the knees. I'm just talking about the armpits. We've already stretched them. Lymph nodes in the armpits, lymph nodes in the groin, right? And we're always working with the lymphatic system in yoga. It has more fluid than the blood in your body. The blood gets the heart to move it around, to move in lymphatic fluid. You have to move the body. Yoga is one of the best movers of lymphatic fluid on the planet. When you're ready, let's find spider pose. Bringing your head and shoulders up off the mat. Grab up as high as you can on the legs. Let's spread those toes again. Always trying to work the toes, giving affection and adoration to those beautiful, delightful feet. From here, we're going to do some popcorn. So when you're ready, pop out, unspread the toes, come to 5-pointed star. Get those legs down about halfway, but don't let go. 4, let the head lay back a little bit. 3, but don't touch it. 2, release all the way down. Take 2 breaths. Back up, popping back up to spider pose with enthusiasm. Spread all 5 toes as you enjoy. Waiting with eagerness for popcorn again. Can't wait, can you? Unspread the toes, pop out the 5-pointed star. Go about halfway down. Exhaling 4. 3, head lays back, but don't touch it yet. 2. And release down. And give me a couple of breaths. Since I have 4 classes today, I'm going to take a moment. When you're ready, pop back up to spider pose. Soften the 70 muscles of the face. As you find the breath, spread the toes. Go ahead and unspread the toes. Pop out the 5-pointed star. Go about halfway down. 4. 3, head can lay back. Don't touch it. You'll lose bonus points. And release down. Do absolutely nothing. Take a break. Boy, I think we should film every class, because when you're on camera, we get no complaints. Nobody complains. So like I say, what I learned after the first couple of shoots is I'm just going to act like myself, teach with the humor and whatever humor I might possess. And I think it'll be, we want to keep it fun for you guys as well, right? Nobody watched. I think we have 48 watches. Yeah. On our class 1. Okay. I don't know what we're trying to get to. We're just trying to, you know, somebody calls up, what kind of yoga do you do? Go to YouTube and then either show up for class or don't, right? Okay, so go ahead and take about 10 breaths. As you're breathing here, you're trying to visualize how you're going to make it to seat it with your block and your strap. And when you're ready, you can begin making your way to that. Cow's face, cow's head. Both knees are bent. Take your right leg underneath the left, bringing that right knee in line with the belly button. For me, I have to lift up the left so I can stack the knees on top of each other. And then I'm bringing the block underneath my right butt cheek so I can sit up straight. Okay? Cow's face. Now, you don't necessarily need the block. Creo doesn't need one. You can use that foot to sit on, but I don't have the mobility. And everyone's anatomy is different. It doesn't matter, right? There's no ego in yoga. You do the best you can and forget the rest. When you're ready, interlace the fingers, elongate. As you inhale, lifting out. And let's go ahead, yes. Let's lay the head back. Inhale, lift out. Inhale, lift out. Give me one more inhale as you reach the pinnacle of your stretch. You can release the head to center so you can see me. Exhale, bring your right hand down by the hip and find a nice exhaling lateral bend. So we're flowing here in a nice series of movements, opening up the spine, moving it 7 ways beyond what you normally would do in a normal day. Inhaling back up, exhaling the other side, finding your lateral bend. And as we open the spine and nourish it with fresh oxygenated blood, irrigate it, the youthfulness returns. Come back to center. Take either hand, it makes no difference to me, on the top knee. Other hand behind you on the mat. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, twist toward that back hand. Next exhale, twist a little more and look behind you as you bring in the breath, right? Enjoying the benefits of twisting beyond what you normally would do in a normal day. When you're ready, release back to center and bring the other hand to the top knee. Other hand behind you. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, twist the other way. And continuing to work, fight for your flexibility. Looking behind, the breath is deep. Great job. When you're ready, release to center. Bring both hands in front of you on the mat as you walk your way down, releasing the head. Let the breath lead you to a nice place, right? Let the breath guide you as you surrender down. And head to knee, you could call this a yoga mudra as well. So I was talking to the class in Vail on Saturday, yesterday, Saturday the 14th of September. I saw these bike riders on Old Spanish Trail on my way into Vail. You can't do a lateral bend on a bicycle. You can't do a back bend. You can't do a twist on a bicycle. About the only thing you can do is take your hands off the handlebars and stretch your spine. So I hope we get more bicyclers with youthful spines rather than just strong legs and lungs. When you're ready, come back to kneeling. Bring the hands behind you, fingers pointing away. As you open the heart, lay the head back, arch the back, bring in the breath. We're going to bring our awareness around a little bit in this movement. Chest expander. As you inhale, can you feel the back arch? Can you bring your awareness to the back? Is it arched? As you inhale again, can you feel the heart open? Is it open to the heavens? As you inhale, maybe lay the head back a little bit more. Give me a couple more breaths. Let's find the full expression of cow's head. When you're ready, come back up to seated. That left leg's on top. Take the strap in your right hand. We're still in the same seated pose. That right hand drops down so you can open up the armpit where the lymph nodes are waiting for some more affection and oxygen. The left hand comes underneath as you walk the hands together as far as you possibly can get them. When you can go no further, then the full expression of cow's head. Head comes up as the armpit opens. Breath comes in. Open the heart. Feel the back arched as well. Can you feel that? And release and surrender in the hips. Head is up. Chest is open. And give me 2 more breaths. When you're ready, releasing out. And undoing your legs. This time, left leg goes under the right until the left knee is in line with the belly button. Right knee stacks on top, and the block goes under your left butt cheek. If applicable in your case, When you're ready, interlace the fingers. Lay the head back. Give me some elongation. As you inhale, lifting out. Head is back. Might as well stretch out the neck a little bit while we're at it, stretching, right? Give me 2 more inhales as you lift out of the waist. And then we're going to flow, right? When you're ready, release the hands. You can bring the left arm to the hip, right arm overhead as you exhale your way to a nice lateral bend. So as we create more space in the body, right? It's like a washing machine in yoga as you're breathing and oxygenating, massaging internal organs and glands. Your body can build new energetic pathways. When you're ready, go to the other side. Exhale your way down. Just energetic pathways for your body, right? As we read to you today, that each person gets what they need in yoga. Whether those pathways be physical or energetic, it makes no difference as long as they're working. When you're ready, come back to center. Take either hand on the top knee and the other hand behind you as we twist, right? Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, twist toward the back hand. Next exhale, maybe walking the fingertips away, maybe getting a little more twist. Turning, looking behind you if you can. And that breath, good, Paul. That breath is deep and effortless. Give me 1 more deep breath. When you're ready, go ahead back to center. Switch hands. Other hand on the top knee, other hand behind you. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, twist the other way. And your body's a process, right? It's always changing. You get a new one every 6 or 7 years as you replace all the DNA, all the cells of the body. So anything's possible with yoga. And we hear many stories of healing with a good yoga practice, releasing back out. When you're ready, come forward with the hands as you release down. Breath is still going as you surrender to head to knee or a mudra. So we've done this one. We've trying to do this one for so long. I've been trying to do seated poses last in the practice. We've seemed to run out of time. So I just decided we would start with a seated pose so we can get this one in. We haven't done this one in several months. Give me 3 or more deep breaths. When you're ready, release to center. Bring the hands behind you, fingertips pointing away. Lean back a little bit. Arch the back. Open the heart. And lay the head back. Breath comes in. And you can move your awareness around the entire intelligence in the universe. As you inhale again, you feel the back arched. As you inhale, you feel the chest opening. Can you lay the head back a little bit more? And give me 1 more deep breath. As you come out, find your strap. Since your right leg is on top, strap goes in the left hand. Right? Of course, that left hand drops down behind you, so the armpit is open. And then take the time walking that bottom hand up the strap. When you can go no further, then the full expression of cow's head comes in. Heart opens. Breath comes in. Arch the back. Release the hips. Just let those things go. Give me 2 more breaths. Whenever you're ready, great job releasing out. Find child's pose. Child's pose. Child's pose, you're on your hands and knees, your big toes touching. Your knees can be wide. Sit back towards your heels, head releases down to the mat. So we're going to do some movement, strengthening the back and twisting it like we have never done in this room before. And we're going on 3 years here at Harrison Hills. Right? So as you're breathing these last 10 breaths, you can be visualizing how you're going to maneuver your body to your stomach and finding crocodile or sphinx pose. Whenever you're ready, see if you can find that. Let's see who's got crocodile or sphinx. It looks like Carol's got it, Creo's got it, Denise has it, and Judy Weber. Look around, because you're not there yet. And now Paul has it. Creo, you can move your elbows a little underneath the shoulders a little better. Right? Moving them up toward me. There you go. Now Jill has it. Jill, you can move your elbows toward me. Get him right under your shoulders. Good. Awareness goes to the lower back. Are you able to do that? Right? Head straight ahead and bring in the awareness to the lower back. Can you get the head straight ahead? And the breath comes in. You getting the head up today? Now listen carefully. Turn your head slowly to the right, taking about 5 breaths to get there. So just take your time with it, going slowly to the right. No hurry at all. Some of you rushed there, but you didn't. We can just hold it there, it's fine. When you're ready, just slowly go back. Your breath is deep, and you're slowly moving it to the left. Take about 5 breaths to get there. So it's not often we have a little back bend and a twist of the cervical spine, right, the head. And they have this, as I've found it in many books. I just didn't want to bring it in. Are you ready? When you're ready, get the head back to center. And then look straight ahead with the head, right? Now, if you can't push the elbows off the mat for Cobra, you'll move the hands forward. When you're ready, push the elbows up off the mat. I probably meant to give you a little break, but I think we're okay. And when you're ready, take 5 breaths to turn the head to the right. So you're working the breath. There's no hurry here. 4 and 5, and then you can bring the head to center and then count 5 breaths the other side. 1, 3. When you're ready, head comes to center. Release the elbows. Stack your hands. Place your chin on top of the hands. Take a moment. So I did this on Saturday, the first class in Vail. I enjoyed teaching the class. I enjoyed the twisting, something that we just don't do. And the awkwardness of it is what opens the body. In many ways, the awkwardness is what helps keep your focus as well. Now, you come back up just a little. You don't push yourself up because your hands are going to be interlaced behind the back. Now lift the chest, and shoulders, and head off the mat. You can pull the hands a little away from the butt. When you're ready, breath comes in. You turn the whole trunk to the right. Shoulders turn, head turns, hands turn. Keep turning as you breathe. You'll get to a point where you feel a little twist. Try not to set the shoulder down like I just did. And then release the center. And see if you can't twist the other side. Both shoulders stay up, right? So a little strength here as well as a twist. 3. Don't you just love it? You just can't get enough, can you? 4. And twist back to center. Bring the hands, stack them underneath the chin. Take a moment. More to come. What's that, Carol?
I didn't say anything. That was Cleo. That was
So now the hands are underneath the chin, and that's fine for another 5 breaths. We're going to move the head both ways again. Watch what we're going to do first. When you're ready, bring your right arm out in front. Slide it out. Notice I've lifted my head a little off the hand. It's not, my chin's not on the hand. And then lift your left leg up off the mat. Turn your head slowly to the left. 4 breaths is enough here because we have some strength work going. And exhale to center. Bring your head to the right. So this is modified half locust with a twist of the cervical spine. Release that leg down and switch hands. Bring your right hand under the chin, but your head is lifted. Left arm stretches out in front. Lift the right leg off the mat. Breath comes in. Turn your head to the right. When you're ready, bring the head to center, exhaling at 4, to the left, 3, 2, and releasing. Stack the hands underneath the chin. If your awareness is sharp, you can tell right when that exhale helps release that lower back, bringing it back to equanimity. So we're going to do one more. I'm going to send you on your own here. This one we'll do 2 breaths per turn of the head. Okay? Where are you going?
Yeah.
So here we go. I'll do the first 2 with you, and then you'll do the other 2. The right arm comes out again. This time, though, the right arm lifts, and my head's up as well. The left leg lifts. 2 breaths, turn the head to the right. These are swimmers. Inhale the head to center. 2 breaths, turn the head to the left. Set that right hand down, slide it under the chin. Left arm extends. Lift the left arm and right leg. 2 breaths, turn the head to the right. Inhale to center. 2 breaths, turn the head to the left. Set that down. Slide that left hand back under the chin. Bring the right arm out in the left leg. Lifting the head, knee, shoulder, arm, and do your thing. 2 breaths to each side. I'm watching you. So we have to strengthen the 70 sets of muscles that run up and down the spine. The stronger they get, the more we can do, the more we can do, the more youthful the spine will become. And let's do the last side. Whatever arm it is, I think it's left. 2 breaths to each side. So first time in this building, we did a little bit of back bending, strengthening, twisting the cervical spine. And also a little lumbar twisting too, right? When we interlaced the hands behind and twisted the trunk. So most of you have the chin on the hands. Take a moment to release that pressure, that tension you put into the lower back. And when you're ready, I think we're about 2 breaths away. Bring your hands under the shoulders and push back into child's pose. Great job, but there's more to come, right? So we have 8 in the room. Creo's hiding. So our first class on film was 6. Our second one was 7. Although there may have been 8, their second class, because maybe we didn't get Creo in the shot. I'm waiting for our 10. That'll take, those two will take 9, 10. We have 12. We get a full complement. Maybe they found out we were shooting and didn't want to come out. When you're ready, come on up to table pose. So nothing fancy here. Table pose, you're on your hands and knees. Hands are under the shoulders, knees are under the hips, hands are hip width, shoulder width, knees are hip width. Exhale, round the back. Cat back. Chin goes to the chest. Inhale, arch the back. Push the belly to the mat. Bring the head straight ahead or up. Exhale, round the back. Chin to chest. Cat back. Inhale, arch the back. Push the belly to the mat. Bring the head straight ahead or look up. Cow back. Continue matching the breath with the movement. Cat cow. So we'll come to standing here in a few moments. Kind of bringing that back. We've been doing a lot of things with it. And we've got about 18 minutes, so keep your focus. Keep your awareness, keep your breathing. Let's do 3 more cats and 3 more cows. When you finish 3 cats and cows, drop down to your forearms. Take a moment, roll the wrists, open and close the hands. Take a break. What are you doing way over here, Judy Weber? I figured as much. All right, so in a moment, if you want to take a peek at what you're going to be asked to do, in a moment, I'm going to ask you to come up to downward dog. In a moment, I'm going to ask you to step the right foot up to the hands. We'll set that heel down in the back. You'll come up to Heavenly Warrior. After a time in Heavenly Warrior, we're going to leave the right arm up to start. Left arm will come behind the back. We'll turn to the left, trying to work a nice twist. After a time, you'll just replace the hands. Now my head was here to start. We'll bring the head back to center. And then the right arm will come behind the back. We'll twist our way here. And then what's next after this, Creo? Then Creo says, yes, we'll do the other side. We'll step the heel up in the back, step the foot back to downward dog, and we'll do the other side. When you're ready, push up to downward dog. So take a moment here as you enjoy inversion. Breath comes in. Let that head go. You can lift your heels up one at a time, stretching out the calves as you enjoy bringing fresh oxygenated blood into the most important gland of the body. The pituitary gland is in your brain, as well as your hypothalamus that secretes adrenaline. We talked about America being in the sympathetic nervous system if there's shallow breathers. Well, the hypothalamus is what gives you your adrenaline, and your pineal gland also regulating, helping the functionality of all your organs of the body. America doesn't do enough inversions. When you're ready, step your right foot up to the hands. If you can't get it there, reach back with the right hand, pull it on up, show me your lunge. And turn that heel down to the right in the back and come on up to Heavenly Warrior. Lay the head back, interlace the fingers, point your fingers up to the heavens. Breath comes in, breathing in and out through your nose. Sorry. Breathing in and out through your nose. bending that right knee. When you're ready, leave your right arm in the air. Bring the left arm behind your back, but you can bring your eyes to center. Take them off the ceiling and then twisting to your left. That's your right. Keep twisting to your left. The right knee still bent. When you're ready, release to center. Bring that left arm up to the heavens. Bring your right arm behind your back and twist to the right, Carol. Each exhale, twist a little more to the right. You got it. Now come this way, twist it. Now you're fine. When you're ready, bring both hands down to the mat, right on either side of the right foot. Step the right foot back. You got to flip that heel up in the back. Step the right foot back to downward dog. I'm just going to keep you here for a moment. When you're ready, bring the left foot up to the hands. If you can't get it there, reach back with the left hand, pull it on up, and turn that back heel to the left, and come on up to Heavenly Warrior, bending the left knee. Head lays back, breath comes in. Good. Let's leave the left arm in the air, bring the right arm behind the back, and turn to your right. This is the easy side. You can get a good turn here. You're still fighting it, right? I like to say of late, you're fighting for your flexibility. You have to fight a little. Release to center. Bring the right arm up to the heavens, the left arm behind your back, and turn to the left. Breath comes in as you fight your way to a nice twist here. Give me 2 more breaths. When you're ready, release back to center. Bring one hand on either side of that front foot. Listen carefully. Don't get ahead of me. Flip that heel up in the back. You got ahead of me, didn't you, Barbara? Yep. Step the back foot to the front. Forward fold. Leave the fingertips near the toes as you lift the heels up one at a time. Stretching out the back of the legs, continuing to enjoy inversion, of course. If your legs are already straight, you can bring more hands to bear on the mat. If your legs are not straight, barely touch the fingertips to the mat and try to straighten the legs. Give me about 3 or 4 more deep breaths. Whenever you're ready, come on up to standing. As you come up, let's do Lilius from 1971 PBS, Lilius Yoga and You. Split the hands, lay the head back, open the heart, push the groin forward, finding a nice counter back bend. Lilius like these back bends with the arms separated. I kind of like them too. Exhaling a couple more times. So she debuted in 71 PBS. Whenever you're ready, releasing down. So Laura Perez this morning says she looked at the video. Are you shooting over there at Harrison Hills? I said, yeah. She said, well, they are really quite flexible. They really seem like they were reasonably comfortable with your yoga. How long have you been there? And then she, of course, asked a few more questions. So you guys are doing great. When you're ready, let's make sure your feet are in mountain, hip width, and we'll do what I call take me to your leader. Bend the knees. Bring those 2 fingers on the big toes. Release the head. Bring in the breath as you try to straighten the legs. You can shimmy the butt side to side, bringing more awareness and energy to the back of the legs, right? But you're really trying to pull the head down. What's happening here is you're stretching the legs, but you're also stretching the upper body as you pull down, bringing more separation to the space between the vertebrae as well as stretching out other parts of the body. Give me 3 more breaths as you pull. There's a time limit, so give me a good pull. releasing back up. Leave the feet where they are. This time as we come up, we're going to separate the arms out like wings. Exhale the head back. Open the heart. Groin pushes forward. Lay the head back a little more. And give me 2 more breaths. What a sight to behold. Hallelujah. When you're ready, releasing out. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll have some fun. We'll find out nobody cares. Okay. Oh, yeah. So we're going to do a balancing sequence, one I hadn't even done before Saturday in Vail. I made it up all on my own as I went there. I said, yeah, I hadn't even done this. This is only the first time I'd done it. Feet together. Now, we used to have a balance sequence where we step the heel to the toe, right? That's resembling walking if you've been pulled over by a uniformed officer late at night. This one you're going to step forward, your feet are together, you're going to step just forward 1 step. Legs lock, and now I'm calling this tightrope. As the arms come out, legs are straight, exhale your head down toward that front knee. I'm waiting. In 5 or 6 breaths, just go where you're reasonably comfortable. As you come up, I would release the arms to the side of the body, as we're not used to moving with the arms out. And what's next, Denise? Yeah, then you'll step the left foot forward, depending on what you did. Both legs lock, and when you're ready, arms are out like wings, like tightrope pull, exhaling your way down. Legs are locked, head down toward that front knee. Maybe 5 or 6 breaths. As you come up, I'd release the arms, as it's maybe a little more comfortable, less challenging. And we'll do 2 more. You're on your own. And go ahead and walk the right foot forward and continue with tightrope. We have 2 more to go. Good. And you're exhaling your way down. With each exhale, you go down. When I get close to you, Barb, you seem to fall. I need to stay away from you. All right. So we're going to do 4. So most of you finished 3. You'll do that last foot. And let the breath help you to not only turn this into a balance series, but even a leg stretcher as well, right? Finished? Okay, so who haven't I picked on yet? So Jill. What? What's next? I'm asking Jill. Okay. What we're going to do now is step back. Now watch. Now I don't care what you do with that front knee. I'd prefer you to bend it, and then you're coming back. Maybe 4 breaths, maybe 5. Now this one, if I were you, I'd release the arms down before you come up. And you'll step back the other foot. Bend that front knee, arms out like wings, tightrope arms. Exhaling back. Groin pushes forward. Head lays back. And we'll do 4 of these, right, Jill? And we have 5 minutes, so stay with me. Let's finish this series. You must do 4 or you lose bonus points. Did you already do the 4? Oh. So I think what we'll do is we'll rotate Creo. That way she can't hide in the corner over right? That way every class somebody gets a break from the camera when Creo comes out.
Sounds good. I like that. But this is the cool spot.
Yeah, I know. We'll get a big electrical fan, right?
The ward is rotating into that spot.
Right, right.
Or that spot.
All the way around.
That's good.
Last standing sequence. Bring the feet out to wide angle. Okay, walking them where you feel comfortable. When you're ready, hands to hips and drop down. The breath is back in as you exhale the head down. Each exhale, you're dropping a little more. And you're even trying to release here. Just let it go, surrendering. And give me a couple more breaths. As you come up, can you come halfway and show me your arched back? Halfway, your back is arched, right? That's good, I like it. And then let's come all the way up. Interlace the fingers, lay the head back, elongate. As you inhale, lifting out, hands lift away from the head. Being patient, head lays back. Each time you inhale, you're lifting out. Stay with me, we have about 3 or 4 minutes. Keep your focus, keep your awareness, keep the breathing. Interlace the fingers, pointer fingers. When you're ready, release out. Bring one hand to either thigh. Modified triangle as you bring the arm up, but we're going to curl the arm over the top as the hand on the bottom leg trickles down into a nice lateral bend. And you're just, both legs are straight, but you find your way down. Good. Each successive exhale, trickling down. Give me 2 more breaths. Good, Denise. Good. And you're on your own. When you can inhale your way up and exhale maybe your way down the other side, right? Switch hands to the other thigh. Switch hands in the air. Exhaling down the other way. Good, Paul. We've missed you. And give me a couple more breaths. When you're ready, release back to center. Interlace the hands behind the back. Release the head down as you pull those umbrella arms up to the heavens. Each successive exhale, find your way a little further down, pulling those arms a little further over the head. And don't forget the breath. And try to keep the legs straight. So this is wide angle series. You can do a lot of different sequences from here, morphing into all kinds of things. We're going to do 3 more. Bring both hands down to the mat and under your head. When you're ready, bring your right arm up to the heavens. Follow with the eyes and chin. Imagine there's an eyeball on your chin. So you're looking up, twisting the head, right? Always fighting for flexibility. Exhaling your way to a twisting back as well. Nice. Good. When you're ready, set the right hand down. Bring the left arm up. Exhaling. Each time the exhale hits, twist a little more, right? Try to look up at the fingertips. We have 2 more, so don't lose your focus. When you're ready, bring that hand down. Now bring both hands to the same ankle. Both hands to the same ankle of choice. Take a moment there to settle in. When you're ready, bring either arm from that ankle up to the heavens. Doesn't matter to me which one, and the breath comes in. This is a 5 breath. The head and chin turn toward the top hand as you're opening the back again. Place that top hand back to the same ankle where the other hand is, and bring the other arm up. Breath comes in, follow with the eyes and chin. So you could call this modified side angle. I don't know. It's close enough. 4 and 5. Release down. Bring both hands to the other ankle and settle in there a moment, right? Get the balance. Take a moment. This is our last one, although we'll do one more to get down to seat it. Bring either arm to the heavens. Got about 2 minutes. Stay with me. Look up at that top hand with your eyes and chin. 3, 4, and 5. Replace that hand back down to the ankle. Bring the other arm up. 3, 4. Release down. Come back up to standing. When you get up to standing, let's see if you can walk your feet back in to shoulder hip width, to mountain pose. Mountain hip width. So we're going to make our way down in a moment to squat. But let's take me to your leader fingers again. Bend the knees. Bring them on the big toes. Release the head as you straighten the legs out here. And you give me 3 more breaths as you try to pull the head down to the mat. Get a little more stretch. When you're ready, release the hands from the toes. Come down to squat. When you get to squat, sniff your fingers. Find the most important pose in all of yoga. Now from here, you may need, we haven't done a counter back bend, you may need to inhale, lift the butt, right? Arch pose a few times, or even hugging in the knees. Bringing that spine back to equanimity. Whatever else your 90 trillion cells of the body is asking you to do. And whenever you're ready, find the most important pose in all of yoga. So my batteries are dying. I think they'll make it through this last 5 minutes. As you slowly awaken, take all the time you need, stretch out any way that works best for your body. Eventually, carefully, mindfully make your way to a comfortable seated position. That class way too easy. I'll try to make them more challenging in the future.
No.
I'm kidding. Let's bring our hands together.
And myself?
Did you?
No, that was good.
Let's bring our hands together near the heart center. As always, thank you all for such a terrific effort sharing your practice today with me and with each other. So we're still in Taoism. I have a few more sayings I pulled out of that book lent to me by David. Taoism is a Chinese philosophy, one of many that they have. This one goes, the more you dwell in the spirit, the farther you are from common ways. I hope the rest of your day is extraordinary. Namaste. You're welcome, Jill.
Thank you.
You're welcome.